Years and years and years ago, I say it like that was like forever ago, but many years ago, I used to facilitate workshops for a ministry at my church that really focused on women who had experienced sexual abuse. And one of the things we did with this particular ministry is periodically we would. This is what the church did. Just overall. Periodically, the church would promote the different ministries they had, and we had to sit like in the vestibule and have people, as they came by, they could talk to us and find out if they might be interested in the different things that we were offering, because they're all the ministries. They were just sitting out every week. Different ministries would sit out and they'd have a table and they'd let people know what the ministry was about. And one of those times I was sitting out talking to people about this particular ministry. And I can remember an older woman came by. And when I say older, she probably was late 60s, 70. And if you're in that age, I'm not calling you old. I'm just saying she was older. And she looked at what the information that was presented. She read it and she's like, this is too painful. And she walked away. And I didn't even have a chance to talk to her because she was so determined that she wouldn't talk about this particular incident. And so one of the things I think about often when I recall that story is how she felt that even at her age, she did not want to face, she did not want to address any of the painful memories that this particular incident had caused her. And I'm mentioning this because I'm wondering for some of you, if you feel like, I don't want to deal with this at this point. I have lived my life. I feel comfortable where I am. I'm in my comfort zone. Basically, that's what that means. I've already done all of these things in life. I have children. I have a family. I'm almost ready to retire, or I am retired. And I don't want to have to deal with this information. I don't want to have to deal with the emotional weights, because often what winds up happening is people feel like they know how to live their life given the experiences they had. So let me give you a scenario and an explanation of what this is. It's like you're carrying a block on your shoulder. And someone says, hey, you know what? I can show you how to remove that block. You're like, no. I know how to navigate with this particular heavy block. I know how to go up the steps. I know how to come down the steps. I know how to walk around my neighborhood with this block. I know how to move around. I know how to go to the store with this block. I have adjusted it so that it works for me. It's still a heavy block. But the bottom line is, your decision is, I know how to navigate with this block so well that I can't even imagine life without having this heavy weight or this heavy block. And when I talk about releasing emotional weights, that's what I'm talking about. Those things, those emotions that you've held on to for years and years and years and years and years, you know how to live your life with these particular weights because you've learned how to adjust. You've learned how to navigate life in this particular bubble. Now, let me talk about that. It might be that you needed to be able to hold on to the emotional weight of it. You needed to hold on to the pain. You needed to learn how to survive with the experience that you had. But now that you're at the point where you're not living that experience anymore, that's not in your immediate past, you can either choose to hold on to it and live according to that survival technique that you had, or you can choose to thrive. And thriving means you have to put that thing down. But I'll tell you, when you put the burden down, when you put the heavy block down, when you put the emotional weights down, you have to learn how to navigate your life again with this new freed energy. But the thing is, now you get to decide how you want to show up in the world given this particular energy that you've released. So now you have space. You have space in your life when you lay the burdens down, or when you lay this heavy weight down. I call it having rocks in your pocket. Every time you have a negative experience, you're putting a rock in your pocket. And this is the place of taking those rocks out of your pocket. And so as you're taking the rocks out, you allow yourself to feel lighter. You allow yourself to feel less stressed. You allow yourself to believe that what you want and what you desire for your life is possible. You allow yourself to believe that you can have the love, the good health, the money or the wealth that you desire, you can show up in the world the way that you want to show up, however that is. However, even no matter what anyone has told you, and no matter how old you are. Because this is what I'm finding as I'm talking to people. People feel that they are so entrenched in living their life their way because they know it. It's an easy path for them because this is how they've always done it, but they're not happy. They're living their life their way because this is what they've always known, but they feel that there's something else and there's something more for them. But they don't know how to get out of that. They're living their life their way, but they really, really desire to have something else show up in their lives. And the truth is, these are longings that happen, and it doesn't matter how old you are. Some of us are tapping those emotions and those feelings down, the longing, the discontent, the feeling that there could be more. And let me tell you, there is more, and you can have it, but you have to release the old way of being. You have to release what you've become accustomed to. And these are the emotions that we're talking about. These are the feelings of this is just the way it's always been done for me. This is the way it's always been done in my life. This is the way my family has always done this. This is the way my community has always done this. This is the way my race has always done it. This is the way we've always done this in this particular part of the world. And you allow yourself to truly, truly, truly elevate and allow and just feel a sense of empowerment because you get to define life on your terms. However you choose to do it, you make the decisions for your life. And if you really want to know what that looks like, you want to know what it feels like to move to that level of freedom for yourself in your life, whether you are married, single, divorced, never been married, you have children, you're retired, you are at the beginning of your career, you're starting a business, whatever. No matter where you are in life, these understanding how to navigate and actually how to release the emotional weights that you have will benefit you at every stage of your life. If you want to know how, join me, sign up, register. It's a complimentary webinar, March 15th, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love to see you there.